Okay, here they come. My favorite meal prep tips. These are my starters, okay? These are like my fundamentals. Here's the deal. We cannot successfully eat healthy if we do not know where our next meal is coming from. We need to know where it's coming from. We need to plan ahead. You don't have to plan ahead for a week. And in fact, if you're new to meal prepping, I suggest you don't. I think it'll be too overwhelming. I think if you can plan, number one, at least your next meal, and then number two, maybe your whole day of meals. And number three, maybe 2 days of meals. Okay? So the idea is to have already in your head, what are you going to be eating and at what meal? So we have menus and we have grocery lists and things. So you need to just look at them and think like, what do I like? What fresh fruits and vegetables do I like? What frozen fruits and vegetables do I like? What types of lean sources of protein do I want to have? You know, it's up to you. There's plenty to choose from on the list, but you're going to look at what you already have. You're going to look at your list. You're going to create it, and you're going to get it in your home. That is step number one. Get the good food in your home so that you have it as an option. Step two, clean out any crap that is not going to serve you in eating healthy. Like, who needs to come home to a plethora of Pringles or tubs of ice cream or whatever if it's not going to be suiting your lifestyle? There are plenty of nice treats that you can have here and there, but do yourself a favor. The things that just call out your name at the end of a long day, like, eat this ice cream, I need to unwind, I've been stressed all day, like, that should be gone. So get out any junk that's not going to serve you right. Replenish your house with things that are good. And then if you're like me and you have kids and you have a family, you want to ask them. There's a healthy version of everything that we can make. We make turkey burritos practically every single week. You can make healthy versions of pizza. You can make sure that you have salads and you're not overeating on the pizza. It's like about the portion sizes that we're doing. So I like to ask my family, you know, what do you want to have? So if we each choose a meal for the week, I like salmon a lot. 3 out of 4 people in my family like salmon. We still have salmon, even if the fourth doesn't. Okay? So just choose what you like. So for example, for me, I'm going to do baked lemon chicken. I'll share that recipe. It's really good. Shrimp and veggie pasta, ginger flank steak, also a good recipe I'll share with you. Turkey burritos. I got 4 meals that I'm going to do for dinner. So I start with the dinner. And I always make extra because dinner the night before is lunch the next day. It's lunch for my kids at school. It's lunch for my husband at work. It's lunch for me as I'm working from home. Dinner the night before is then lunch the next day. And then for a lot of you, you will be having Shakeology as one meal. And this is either a meal or snack. And this is where it's like, okay, that's a no-brainer. You're going to put that into whatever is your crappiest, hardest meal of the day. And then you're going to make sure that you have everything else for the other meals, you know, good breakfast, lunches, and dinner options. So you've got a buttload there. But what I kind of want to say is that I equate meal prep to like winning a football game, you know, or making a touchdown at a football game. Like a day, every single meal counts. So be proud. Think of if you had a good meal, that's like 10 more yards towards a touchdown. And you're going to get on and you're going to make a play, okay? You cannot win a football game with like one play, one choice, okay? It's just not going to happen. You've got to be ready. You got to be ready. I think it's called audibles. I don't know. You got to be ready to mix up your plays. So all of a sudden you need to stay late for work. A kid gets sick, you got to pick them up. Somebody invites you for something. Like, you've got to be prepared for life. So you have to have multiple plays in your playbook. So your prep is your playbook. You've got snacks in your purse and in your car, things that won't go bad and stale. They're always right there, ready for when hunger strikes, okay? So because the problem is that if you've gone all day and you've ignored your hunger, so people tell me, oh, I'm not hungry. I'm like, nope, you are. If you've been 8 hours without eating, you're hungry. You have just gotten used to ignoring your hunger. Okay, so first, like, admit to that. So if you have ignored your hunger and you are over hungry, by the time you get to sit down to have that meal, look out. You are going to overeat. You're going to overeat every time. It is very difficult to get to a meal when you're super hungry and not overeat, okay, for anybody. So the key is to set yourself up with multiple healthy meals and snacks throughout your day that keep you in the driver's seat. You're not frantic. You're energized. You can think straight. You can be super nice to people because you feel good inside and you're not like, whatever, stressed out. So food helps your mood. And so pay attention as we go through this. The better food you start to eat, the better your mood is going to be. So there's some of my top prep tips. Get to it. Have a great night.